some questions.
Hello, I'm Lisa Gaglioti. I'm the Vice President of the Board of Education as it stands today. I've been on the board now 3 years. I'm coming up on a second term, or wanting to be on a second term. And I really just wanted to share that I feel like in the 3 years it went so fast, and that a lot of progress has been made from when I started to where we are today. The technology building is up, not that I was in the planning stages, but the fruition came. So that was an exciting process. We've been through many negotiations, and I think one of the things that I put forth as a new board member was to get the community together more, from the community coming to meetings, teachers, administrators, and trying to be more of a cohesive group. And I feel like I've just started making some progress with the teams, and bringing everyone together for the sake of the students. And I am coming to go to a second term because I feel that there's more work to be done, and there's more things that I can do and influence and impact in the district.
Members of the Board of Education are required to devote many hours to help shape education policy and show leadership that will help the district move forward. What qualities do you possess that make you suited for this position?
Okay, so it is true. It's not just a once a month meeting and organization. We do a lot behind the scenes in creating the policies. In the last 2 years, I've been on the policy committee, which is a subgroup of the Board of Education, to refine and redo policies as they stand to make them more current and accurate today. I think that as a board member, it is our job to hear and listen to the community, to hear and listen to the students, as well as the teacher and administrations, to what are the best policies to help us be a better school district.
In recent years, approximately 30% of the district's roughly 5,300 registered voters have cast a ballot in the school budget vote. This number is a small fraction of those who potentially could vote in the district but choose not to register. What would you do as a board member to inspire residents to be active participants in the educational process? And how would you work to enhance community/school board relations?
So I think that when we look at the voting, not to look at it necessarily as a negative, that only 30% are voting, because I think that people don't vote when they're okay with what's being presented. I think that we do a great job as a board in having the meetings and having the budget being explained and getting the paperwork out to the residents so that they can see what we're proposing. I think if we would go forward, if we felt that there was a lot of people that didn't vote for a specific reason, would be to have more forums and more things out in the community. I think we do a great job in posting it on the web, but we also know that not everyone is computer savvy, that they want it, so that's why we do the media and we get the paper out prior to. But I do believe that we have that open meetings. People can come to our meetings, they can voice their concerns and or what they're happy with. But I think overall we work really hard to make it the right budget for the community by listening, as we're out there actively listening as board members, to our neighbors, to our community, to the environment, or people that are out there. So I think that we do a good job in getting it out there. So I think that the number coming in is just because people are fine with what we're offering and that they know we're watching it very closely.
Thank you. This year, the district adopted a theme of constructing a culture of acceptance and adaptability as part of its effort to teach character in schools. The slogan, "It starts with us," has frequently been used to highlight positive news and events in the district. What do you believe is the role of a board member in this effort?
So I think as a board member, it's our job to really listen to the people out there so that we can hear these great things that are happening. We've asked the teachers, and they did a great job this year coming forward and sharing what's happening in the school system, you know, what they're doing in their classrooms. We've been invited to so many things. So it starts with us in putting the students first, and then I believe as a board member, we're out at events, we're doing things with the community, we're hearing things, we're being a part of the community and the school system so that we can see the great things that are happening, and then we share it with everyone. We share it not only at our board meetings, which is open to the public, but we also share it as we're talking in our day-to-day lives.
Okay, thank you. When you consider Mohonasen from your perspective as a taxpayer and or parent, what are two strengths the district has, and what are two areas in which you would like to see the district improve?
I think as a taxpayer, we continue to look at the budget. Where can we be more controlling so that we aren't spending useless money? Because I think it's important. Our taxpayers are important to us. I think that we also are forward thinkers. So when we think about the CAP building, like how does that help support us? So we've gone and we've develop something and being ahead of technology, where technology is today, being out there as the future thinkers, so that it helps us in keeping the taxes in alignment. And then as a parent, I think that as a board member, we always put the students first. Everyone in Mohonasen puts the students first, and I think that that's the key that makes us successful. Opportunities was my other question. Right? So as far as opportunities, I think that, we do need to continue to try different things that is going to make us more cost effective. Find out what's out there that we can help in reducing costs, but not impact negatively on the students. So I think from a board, we constantly have to challenge ourselves to that. As a parent, I think our opportunity lies in to continue to give them the best education to get the most students graduated out of Mohonasen, and that they not only graduate, but where are they in the future? Where are they in 2 years and 4 years is important, because I think that we don't want them to just graduate and then fail 2 years later. We need them to be continuing to be able to be out there in our workforce.
And finally, we frequently hear that many of the jobs our children and grandchildren will hold do not currently exist. In building the Center for Advanced Technology, Mohonasen took a proactive step in preparing students to enter a constantly changing global marketplace. If you could expand education in our district in one area, what would it be?
I think today, technology is definitely the root of a lot, and that's where we are with the technology building and just thinking about how it's grown and where it's going in the future. I think what we need to do as a school district is making sure we have our hand on the pulse of what that future looks like. Not living in the past on what we did when we were growing up, but how do we look at the future? What is out there? What do we have to build into our curriculum so that our students do have the opportunity to try all avenues, and giving them that career path, whether it be through college education, whether it be a technology or just be a trade field? Are we the ones that are going to get our students the jobs? That's where we should look.